We hear a lot about Twitter. It's maybe the most overhyped technology in the social media space right now. Of course, it won't be for always. It will go through its period of realism, and people will realize some of its limitations. But I think the important thing that Twitter has done that will carry forward in whatever tools may follow it is, one, the concept of public conversations. The idea that I think of Twitter as essentially public email. We exchange emails with each other all the time. We're very comfortable with that. But there are often cases when we want others to see our email interactions. And it may be something like, come to the party at my house tomorrow night. Or it may be, I need a place to stay in the area tonight and I can't find, can someone put me up for the night? Or who can tell me what's a good alternative to the cell phone service I'm using right now? Twitter is a very effective means to get that personal message out to a large group of people. And it's kind of a shot in the dark. You're not sure who's going to respond to any given message, but you will get responses, and it's very gratifying when you do. Another thing about Twitter that's wonderful is discovery. And this is one thing that often has been the rap on social media, has been that, well, people will wrap themselves in their social media cocoons. They will choose to read only the information that matters to them. And we'll all become these little informational hermits who will just want will just be interested in the few things that matter to us, and the rest of the world will shut out. Well, installing TweetDeck and looking at the feed as it runs by on TweetDeck will really change your attitude about that, because you could sit in front of a computer all day and do nothing but click on interesting links that people send you over Twitter, and you will be fascinated all day. Everything from the bizarre to the interesting to the political to the newsy, it's all there. People talking about all kinds of things, and most of their comments having some sort of a link which will take you to more information. So it is a wonderful voyage of discovery, and you never know what you're going to find. I found out the other day that there are Las Vegas hotel rooms available for $22 a night on Travelocity. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't been looking at Twitter at that exact moment. And almost any time you look at that Twitter screen, you may find some nugget of information. So it appeals to us on a very human level. Another thing is the idea of what has been called ambient intimacy. This fact, some people think that Twitter is silly because people write about what they're having for breakfast. Well, actually, that act of writing about what you're having for breakfast is an important part of developing a human relationship with others. It is a little glimpse into each other's lives. And what we find is that our relationships with other people become more real. They become more genuine based upon these little glimpses we have into what they're doing. They become more human to us. So as much as people, I think, like to diss that aspect of Twitter, it actually is an important part of the human relationships that are developing there. I've met many people on Twitter that I would have never met through any other means. And if I encounter those people in real life, we will have a basis for a relationship because I happen to know that person likes sesame bagels. And it may seem irrelevant to anybody else, but it may be a talking point for a conversation. That's how we strike up conversations. You go into a party. I mean, we don't go into a party with an agenda for what you're going to talk to people about. You go there and you sort of listen and you pick up on things and you float into conversations and you become involved in conversations based upon something that you never expect. It's very much the same thing in the electronic Twitter community. Everyone talking, and those little nuggets come up that give you a basis to engage in a discussion with other people. Will Twitter be here 5 years from now? Probably. It certainly will be significant. It will evolve in very important ways. But I think the more core concepts of ambient intimacy, of discovery, of immediate response to the needs that you have, it is embodied in that tool right now. And I think that is what will grow and will supersede Twitter, whatever else may be out there. We have broken new ground in discovering a new way to use the internet.